Hi there, it's Rachel Gregg and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video I'm going to show you how I'm going to set up my Traveler's Notebook journals for 2022. So last year in 2021 I used this pink journal cover from Websters Pages and also this mustard suede cover also by Websters Pages. So I ended up doing about 8 journal inserts, and I was thinking that I'd probably do the same this year, so I wanted to have everything pretty much pre-prepped and ready to go. So throughout the year I just went from one journal to another rather than wondering what I'm going to do next after I finished a journal. So I've got some things still in here that I wanted to use again. So I've got one of these, well, this is last year's completed journal. If you'd like to see how I did my journaling last year, there is a video that I've uploaded showing you the completed journals from 2021, and so they're all done. But this here, this is like a little envelope and zipper pocket that I like to use every year because it holds lots of different ephemera pieces, and usually I've got, put things in there or put receipts or things in there that I'd like to put inside my journal. So I'll bring that across. Now what I have here is 2 new blank covers. These are also from Websters Pages, and I want to start off with this navy blue one. And I don't know if it's navy there in the video. It's kind of showing up a little bit brighter than what it is in real life. It is actually quite a dark blue. So I've got here, you can see here it comes with 4 elastics, which means you can fit 4 journals in. You could actually fit more in as well if you wanted to add more elastics. But I find that 4 fits really well, or 4 finished ones fits really well in this journal. Okay, so over here I've got a little plastic zippered pocket, which is where I usually keep some used postage stamps and also some watercolor pieces, and again another side there to keep various other things that will happen throughout the year. So I'm going to put this at the back of this journal. And then, because this will be the journal that I'm using, whereas this brown one's just going to be saved until halfway throughout the year, when I'm, move over to that one, then I'll move these across there. So just means I can travel around with this and have everything in it. So this journal here, this is a Graphic 45 little grid paper. It's quite nice paper. It's fairly thin, but great to journal on. So I'll put this in here as my first journal, and then this one here, I've actually started decorating this journal. I've done some stenciling for different things that I was doing, like little demos that I was doing for Darkroom Door. So I'm planning on finishing up this journal. This is also a little postcard here. We've released some new postcards with Darkroom Door, so they're great for just putting into your journal, putting some journaling down here, adding it with washi tape. So I've got that one there, which I will put in as my second journal. Now I'm making all these plans, but we'll see at the end of the year how it all pans out and whether I use these journals, but this is the plan for now. Okay, so then I've got a this is a Websters Pages insert. Now it's just got blank pages in there, and I really love the Websters inserts because the paper's quite thick, so you can do a fair amount on it. So I'll put that one in there, and then I thought I had a spare, yes I do, here. This is also another Websters Pages one, also with blank pages. And again, in that video where I showed the journaling that I completed for 2021, you'll see how I've decorated these covers and then how I decorate inside those. So I'm looking forward to doing that. Okay, so there's 4 journals in there. So that's set up for basically everyday journaling. This one here, sometimes I will use that for trips or whatever, but I don't have any trips planned yet for this year, just due to all the restrictions that are happening. So we'll just see how everything pans out for this year, and what I end up journaling about, if there's more things other than just everyday life. But that's my first little setup. The good thing is I can just grab this and take it to a cafe or wherever I'm traveling to. If I just want to grab one insert or the insert that I'm working on, you can just pull it out and just take that, or I can just take the whole lot and then start decorating. Even if I'm not journaling inside of these yet. Like say I'm still working on this particular journal, but I want to continue decorating, I can start decorating these journals so they're decorated ahead of time. So that's why I like sort of traveling around with those, or having them in this insert cover or journal cover, so I can start decorating them as I go when I'm doing the other journals. So that's my first one ready to go. Now I'm going to set this one up just so it is ready for when the time comes. So this is a little pocket insert book which I've used, which is how it's got the paint on it in the past, and that's also good to collect various bits and pieces as you're going. So I'm going to put that in there. And then this one here this is a insert that I've created myself, just using, like, this is gel prints and book pages. I've drawn some leaves in there. It's got other little bits, sheet music, some clear transparency, painted pages, pattern paper. This is just a painted cover. So it's like a little junk journal. So I will add that one in there, and we'll see whenever I feel like doing this. I might move it around, but basically it's in here, so I know that it's something that I do want to use. And here's another one of these grid ones from Graphic 45, so I'll put that in there. And then that, and then this one here, this one's a nice one from Websters Pages. So I was trying to get journals that kind of went with the covers. And so it just made it all a bit more cohesive and, you know, matchy, but it doesn't really matter what you do. Who knows what I'm going to do for these journal covers anyway, but I am a bit of a earthy girl where I love a bit of green and brown anyway. And then I'm going to preempt what I'm doing for December. I don't know if I'll be doing a December daily journal for 2022 like I have in the past years. They are quite time consuming for that time of year. So I may just do normal journaling where I just write everything down and then just do a flip through at the end. So we'll just see what happens throughout the year. But at least I've got an idea of what journal I would be using for that December. So now I've got all of that set up. That's generally how I like to travel around. I obviously won't take both of them at once because there's no need to, but my plan is to start with this blue one, and then when I finish or fill this one up with the completed inserts, I'll take out my little zippered pouch and possibly my clear pouch, and then transfer them over to this brown one, and then travel around with that one for the remainder of the year. But that just gives you an idea on how you can set up a traveler's notebook system to journal with. You could use one journal for to-do lists or for, you know, planning what you need to do. You could use it for quotes. There's so many different things, like books that you've read or movies that you've watched, anything like that. So it doesn't have to be just daily journaling, but generally all of those things, especially like the books and the movies, I generally put in my daily journaling, but my to-do list I have elsewhere anyway. So I don't do any real planning inside these. It's generally just memory keeping and journaling. So I hope this has inspired you on how you can set up your journals for this year. If you'd like to see some flip throughs on how I've decorated my previous Traveler's Notebook inserts, then just go to my YouTube channel and you'll see various different videos there to show you how I decorate them. So enjoy your journaling for the year, and thanks so much for watching.